Hi, I'm Mr. McMillan. In the creation narratives in Genesis 1 and 2, both accounts teach the idea that human beings have been created by God to be the stewards of creation. The dictionary definition of stewardship means to be given the job of supervising or taking care of something on behalf of someone else. For example, a steward at a sporting event does not own the stadium, but is given responsibility by the owners to look after the stadium and ensure everyone in attendance is kept safe and has a good time. In the context of creation, stewardship is the idea or belief that human beings have been called by God to look after creation. Applying the same idea, humans are called to look after the planet even though they do not own it and ensure that everyone can enjoy the benefits of creation. There are two main reasons why Catholics believe that they must look after the environment. Firstly, creation is a gift from God. Pope Francis said in Laudato Si, "The world is a gift which we have freely received and must share with others." As with all gifts, we show respect to the gift giver by treating the gift well and using it properly, and being prepared to pass it on to the next generation when the time comes, like an important family heirloom. Secondly, looking after creation is a practical way of showing love for our neighbour. Jesus said the second greatest commandment was to love your neighbour as you love yourself. If I mistreat the environment by dropping litter or polluting, my actions affect others. Similarly, if I take steps to help reduce pollution and climate change, this benefits everyone, even people on the other side of the world. How do Catholics care for the environment? On a personal or local level, Catholics can show care for the environment in a number of ways. They can use recyclable products and packaging. They can purchase energy-saving products such as light bulbs and home insulation. They can use a bike or public transport to reduce traffic pollution. And they can eat less meat or prefer ethically traded food such as fair trade. On a national level, Catholics can encourage governments to promote environmentally friendly policies. For example, investing in renewable energy sources rather than burning fossil fuels. Making laws that encourage businesses to have environmentally friendly policies. Improving access so more people use public transport. And protecting endangered species and valuable natural habitats. On a global level, Catholics can put pressure on their government to participate in global initiatives to care for the environment, such as the Paris Climate Change Agreement. They can also protest multinational corporations which have been known to treat the environment poorly. One of the key concepts in this unit is that of sustainability. Sustainability means using Earth's resources at a rate at which they can be replaced. A simple example of sustainability is the work of the Forest Stewardship Council, who are a non-religious organisation who work to ensure that for every tree cut down to be used for wood, paper and other products, at least one tree is planted somewhere else. Due to the problems of pollution, deforestation and overpopulation, many people believe if human beings do not take steps towards more sustainable practices, we will face significant problems in the future as the world's ecology becomes imbalanced. Sustainability includes several key ideas or strategies to redress the balance caused by these problems. 1. Repair the damage already caused by bad uses of the environment, such as clearing up rivers or beaches that have become polluted. Secondly, reducing harmful practices to work to ensure that pollution is reduced as much as possible in the future. Thirdly, investing in renewable energy sources to reduce the effect of burning fossil fuels like oil and coal. Fourthly, recognising that resources not being shared equally leads to poverty, which can also lead to conflict as people fight over scarce resources. Many of these ideas on sustainability can be found in the document Laudato Si, an encyclical written by Pope Francis about care for our common home, referring to care for the environment. In it he writes, "Peace, justice and the preservation of creation are three absolutely interconnected themes which cannot be separated. In other words, if we want to create a world of peace and justice, we must also care for creation." He goes on to quote Pope John Paul II, who said, "God gave the earth to the whole human race for the sustenance of all its members without excluding or favouring anyone." For Catholics, this emphasises that looking after creation is an essential part of showing respect to God the Creator and showing love for others. A simple way that Catholics in the UK can fulfil this obligation to look after creation is to support the work of CAFOD, the Catholic Agency for Overseas Development. CAFOD states, "We recognise the intimate relationship between protecting and sustaining the environment and promoting human development," echoing the ideas of Pope Francis. CAFOD works to promote care for the environment in three main ways. Firstly, by encouraging citizens in the UK to live simply and reduce their carbon footprint, and educating people about caring for the environment in general. Secondly, setting up sustainable development projects overseas that help reduce poverty and care for the environment at the same time. For example, in Uganda, CAFOD helped train locals to use wood-saving stoves that are healthier and cheaper to use, as well as good for the environment. Thirdly, acting to put pressure on governments and other global organisations to commit to working towards policies and laws that promote care for the environment. For example, CAFOD helped campaign towards the 2015 Paris Agreement. Thanks for watching. I've been Mr. McMillan.